How's it going, everyone? I'm your host, the Carolina Collector. First off, I want to thank you guys for checking out my videos and checking out my channel. I appreciate the subscribers that just joined up. Thank you so much. If you haven't done so already, like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate it because, well, I'm about to get into some of my criticism and commentary. Of course, this is going to be a bit of a rant, more out of frustration than anything. I'm not bashing or putting anyone down with what I'm about to say. It's just this it's like an annoying mosquito that's flying around in your face and you're trying to swat it, but you can't catch it. Or it's like one of those little fruit flies that, you get it in the field of your vision while you're watching a football game and it disappears. And then all of a sudden you're laying in bed trying to go to sleep and you hear in your ear and you can't get it. So, we all know that Gunnar, Henderson, and Corbin, Carroll were going to be the rookies of the year. I think pretty much everyone guessed that they were going to be a shoo-in for the American and National League titles as far as Rookie of the Year is concerned. And they did finally get it. Corbin Carroll was voted in unanimously. But Gunnar Henderson's no slouch either, And I have myself a little Corbin Carroll collection. If you guys watch my previous videos, I picked up the orange refractor from the Mitchell & Ness Lids Topps Chrome set. The seller was originally asking $700 for it. I got him down to $400 because, well, there was no established price. At least to this day that I'm aware of, I don't know if there's an established price. I haven't subscribed to Card Ladder or any of those other websites. I might have to at this point. We'll see where it goes because I don't think I'm going to be collecting cards in that capacity. I only did this because I thought it was fun to collect that Mitchell & Ness Lids set from Topps Chrome. Because I collect jerseys, in particular Mitchell & Ness jerseys, so I thought it would be something out of the ordinary, and I ended up opening up 80 packs. If you guys watch my videos, I ended up getting several refractors on my own that I pulled. And then lately, now that I've collected the two card sets, I've decided to sell one on eBay on my Charlotte Patriot eBay page. The other one I'm keeping. It's a complete set of base cards. And I've been upgrading at least one or two of the refractors I got. The Riley Green 99 refractor, the base refractor. I just got the Riley Green Orange 25, which of course I'm going to have graded, which means that the 99 refractor I'm selling on eBay currently. I think it's at $30 right now. And I set the bar pretty low. I lowballed myself to see what would happen. And sure enough, the bids just started coming in. So that's good for me. But I decided I want to get some of the main cards from the set as far as the refractors were concerned. So the Corbin Carroll Orange 25, I was able to get for $300. Or something to that effect. Originally, the seller wanted $700. I was like, where the hell are you getting that price from? And eventually, I got him down to $300. So that's good for me. Then there were other sellers, the aforementioned Riley Green. I got that card for like $120. I know there's a red refractor up there right now for pretty cheap. I'm not going to pursue it. Whatever I got at this point. I've pretty much got all my target cards that I wanted to get as far as rookies, etc. were concerned. I found a Michael Harris gold card from that set for pretty cheap. I found a Gunnar Henderson finally out of the gold. I believe the golds are out of 50, so I was able to get one of those for a decent price. I obviously got the Adley Rutschman out of 50 gold. I got the Adley Rutschman red out of 5, which I pulled both of those cards myself. I also got the Aaron Judge, which I got for dirt cheap. A Bobby Witt Jr. showed up today. I got that for dirt cheap. We're talking like $25 to $40 dirt cheap. I did find a Gunnar Henderson gold out of 50 for $250, which now is pretty cheap. Still expensive in my price, since there's no, or at least expensive for me because there's no established price for these cards. At least to my knowledge, there isn't any established price. I haven't signed up with Card Ladder or any of these other card market or card value websites or price guide things or whatever, like Beckett, for example. I haven't signed up with them. And forgive me, I don't script my videos. I'm just, speaking my mind here. So if I stammer and stutter, it's because I got a lot to say and I can't get it all out at once. But I'm not subscribed to any of those things. I probably will, because of things like what you're looking at right in front of you. And if you can deduce what I'm about to say, then you could probably stop this video right now, because this got me pissed. And I'm trying to be family friendly here, especially since the overlords at YouTube really don't like foul language. Oh, you have no idea how much I'm containing myself. I really want to keep this channel family friendly, or at least PG at best. But a few days ago, I saw the Gunnar Henderson orange cards being listed. And now I'm in possession of several orange cards, which once they come, I'll have them graded. Once they come back, I'll do a full review. And, God, I'm really trying to self-censor here. So I got more Corbin Carroll cards than I anticipated. I do have 3 or 4 of them that I was able to replace. I had a 9 and 9.5 of 2 of the variants. So the 10 grade 10s of the PSA and SGC cards finally showed up. So I'll get into that in a future video. Once I have these collections in my hand, I'll do a full review of what I got. It's 2 autos, Corbin Carroll, the orange Mitchell and Ness card that I showed off on the channel, and my Adley Rushmans. So I'm still waiting for SGC to grade those. And because I got so many Corbin Carroll rookie cards of different varieties, I wanted to do the same thing with the Gunnar Henderson. And the Gunnar Henderson cards, I have to admit, have been way more difficult for me to obtain than I thought. Now, with that being said, I opened up 80 packs of those Lids Mitchell and Ness cards that I bought on my own. And I pulled like 8 or 9 Gunnar Hendersons, like some insane number. I still have 1 more left for myself. I have 1 in a complete set, and there's 1 as part of the set that I'm selling on eBay on my Charlotte Patriot account. But I wanted to put together a Gunnar Henderson set, and my God, the Gunnar cards, I think, are fetching almost, if not higher prices, something very similar to what Corbin Carroll cards are fetching. But for whatever reason, I don't see the Corbin Carroll cards going as crazy as far as prices are concerned like the Gunnar Hendersons are. Now, in total, I'm going to say I have approximately 8 Corbin Carroll cards. Some that aren't in hand yet, some that I sent off, and some I do have in hand. But I wanted to put together a Gunnar Henderson set. So I saved the base rookie. And I saw that there were 2 orange out of 25s on eBay. And fortunately for me, all the other refractors that I bought third party, I was able to knock down a lot of the prices. If I couldn't get the cards for at least a third or a quarter of what they were asking, these crazy eBay sellers, I got them for at least half. And I was only willing to go half on some of these cards. And I've been lucky up until now. And if you look at what's in front of you, you're going to understand. And again, I'm trying to be family friendly and trying to be at least PG at best. It made my brain short circuit because these 2 sellers, and again, I'm not picking on anybody. I'm not isolating anyone. I'm not bashing anyone. These are their cards. They can do what they want with them. And of course, you're going to have the 1 or 2 morons that are out there that are going to say, well, it's capitalism, capitalism. Yeah, I'm a capitalist too, but geez, don't be a vulture. I mean, you want to talk about a blood-sucking leech. And again, I'm not trying to dogpile or pick on. This is just my observation and my experience trying to grab a hold of a card that I really, really want. But now it's become unobtainium, at least until now. Or until today, to be specific. Because at least the card I was able to get's in transit right now to the authenticator through eBay and should be in my hands within maybe the next week or so. But the two cards that you're looking at, we're reading from left to right. Both of these cards I tried getting through negotiation for at least half. When I go into a negotiation over a card, I try to get them for half of what the asking price is. Unfortunately, unlike all the other cards that I was able to get, these two sellers would not budge. No matter what I said, no matter what my offer was, eBay only allows you five chances to make your offers to these buyers. As a seller, the same applies to me. So I used up all 5 of my offers with both of these sellers. Then I contacted them. They would not budge on their prices. One guy was selling the card for $397 American, plus shipping, which comes out to like 500 Canadian, something like that. The second guy had the other Gunnar Henderson orange out of 25 for $429. And I did my best, as best I could. And lo and behold, once the Jackie Robinson Rookie of the Year awards were announced, sure as hell, when I woke up the next morning, wouldn't you believe it? They raised their prices to $500 American, roughly, and almost $700 American, roughly. And now if you look to the far right, thank you, ma'am, sir, whoever you are, who actually put up the third orange Gunnar Henderson card out of 25. And I decided to throw one offer, and then my logical brain said, if these two other people are going to jack their prices up, which I knew they were going to do, and they did it, pay the buy it now, which I was frustrated with. I was like, I already paid enough for these refractors, and now I'm paying more than what I think I should for this raw card that's not graded. But because I saw the other two guys jacked up their prices, $700 for Gunnar Henderson when you were just offering it for $429. Same goes for the other guy. Thank you, ma'am, sir, because I did send an offer, but I decided, you know what, my brain is burning. Something's burning in the back of my brain. Pay the buy it now, which it came out to $329 plus shipping and taxes. So altogether, it came out to like $349, $350, something like that. So I got my card at the price I was looking for, at least for the minimum, or I should say for the maximum I was willing to pay for the other two cards from these other two sellers. I really did not want to pay $300 and something for a baseball card, but I knew that this was going to happen, that these guys were going to jack their prices up again. I'm not picking on them. I'm not inciting anyone to dogpile and, all that kind of stuff. That's not my intent. Those cards belong to those sellers. They can do what they want. But it's frustrating as a buyer. Now, I'm a buyer and a seller on eBay. Some cards I'm keeping, some cards I'm selling. So I'm that guy that's kind of like in the middle. I pick and choose what I like and, give, or at least offer some of the cards that I have for decent prices. But to jack up the card from $429 to $699, and the other card was at $397 to almost $500. I'm like, what? Oh my God, my head started to hurt. And this is where we're at when it comes to all of these special cards. Now, yeah, I get the fact that certain players are going to command certain prices, like Ken Griffey Jr. rookie from the Upper Deck series, from when I was a kid in junior high school. That's when they came out. I can see where those cards would fetch high prices. I mean, if you were lucky to get the Michael Jordan baseball card, in the Upper Deck set, or if you got the Santa Claus card in the Pro Set football series, I mean, it was cool. There were random inserts, but now there's like, let's think about this, especially in the Topps Chrome set, and I think this is universal, except now they got logo fractors and this fractor and that fractor. So from what I understand, you got base refractors, numbered base refractors. Then you have purples and greens and fuchsias and rose and red and logo fractors, X fractors, this fractor, that fractor. It's too hard to follow. It wasn't this complicated when I was a kid. And now it's gone beyond insanity. I don't know if I'm losing my mind with this because I'm new to the game, or if I've fallen into the trap of being a sucker, buying up all these cards just to try to track down these special cards. And it made me wonder, what about the base versions of these cards, the base rookies, which I have each of Corbin, Carroll, and Gunnar Henderson's base cards. So now what about those two cards? Unless they're graded, what do you do with them? It's madness. I never thought I would ever pay even $100 for a baseball card. Now, yes, I get it. You know, the comparison between vintage cards and cards now, it's a completely different ball game. I get all that. And yeah, capitalism. But it's just insane how fast these cards can change price in a blink of an eye. And they're not even graded. They're raw. And I cannot believe. Now, I know Corbin Carroll cards for the most part, depending on which cards and which card set you got them from as far as the chase cards are concerned. Logo fractor, X fractor, refractor, you know, red, gold, wave, blah, 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 blah. It's so difficult to follow. And this is what's turning me off. I thought it was going to be fun. It was for a while until this happened. Thank you, good sir, ma'am, person, whoever you are, that sold me the Gunnar Henderson for $329 plus shipping and tax. It came out to like $340, $350, something like that. But at least I got it for that price. And I almost wanted to pay that $400 and something, or even a $300 and something. And thank God for a thing called experience, where someone like myself, who's been through so much garbage in his life, learned how to be patient. And now the $300 and something dollar card is on its way, because I got it for cheaper. I paid less for it than I did for the other two cards, which thankfully I did not purchase. And what's even more insane is I looked today on eBay, the Gunnar Henderson gold cards from that Mitchell and Ness lid set are now commanding $600. Where are these guys getting these prices? So what's the difference between buying the gold version, the numbered gold refractor, the orange refractor out of 25, and I've seen the red refractor going for $2,000. There's also an auto from Gunnar Henderson from that same card set that's also fetching $2,000. It's madness, folks. I feel like a sucker almost. I really do. I honestly do. I feel like I just bought a bottle of fresh air. You know what I mean? That's what it feels like. I feel like I just got suckered into looking for a bucket of steam. Or a sky hook. You know what I mean? I can't believe the way the card collecting thing is just out of control. I don't know if I feel like I've actually accomplished something, or am I a sucker? Anyway, take care. God bless. See you soon.